Welcome back, Mill Creek Mustangs. We're excited to see your faces. So, welcome back to Mill Creek. It's been a long time coming, and we're just excited to see you at school. So, hey, this year is going to be a trying year. Obviously, we all know that. We probably have been through some trying times. I got a name for that. It's called 2020. And we will get through this and only in one way, and that's together. So, just let you know, our theme this year is community. And the big word emphasizes unity, and that means coming together to do this together. So, we are all in this together. So, I want to introduce myself. My name is Josh Kindler. I'm the principal at Mill Creek Middle School.
Good morning, Mustangs. You make my heart happy. I'm so glad you're here today. It's great to have you in the building. My name is Denise Lagorsi-Wood, and I am the associate principal.
And so today we're going to give you some updated information real quickly. Since we cannot have an assembly officially, we're doing this via what you'll see as Zoom. Get used to Zoom because you'll have a lot of Zoom meetings this year. So first of all, I want to talk to you about the hybrid schedule. So half of you are here today, and you're learning with a cohort. And a cohort is either broken into an A group or a B group. And so whatever cohort you're on, that is the time that you'll come to school. We call them A days and B days. So usually what you'll see on the schedule for this week, we start with this routine of A on Wednesday, B on Thursday, and C on Friday. And we will repeat that next week, A, B, C, and then AA, and so forth. Well, you're probably asking, well, what is C days? Well, C days is there is no one at school that day except for your teachers. Your teachers will be at school working very hard, and providing you with lessons remotely. So you'll get more information from your teachers about how this schedule will work. But we just wanted to update and make sure that you are aware of the hybrid schedule. Mrs. Lagore?
So, guys, let's talk about a couple of things that are new. And there's a lot of new stuff this year, but new things that are in place that we all have to make sure that we are following the same things. Let's talk about face coverings. Face coverings are required by the district. You have a choice. You can choose to wear a mask, or you can choose to wear a gaiter, but you have to wear a face covering at all times. There's a proper way to wear your face covering, and that means that it is over your nose and your mouth. Guys, we know that they're uncomfortable, and we know we're asking you to be in them for a very long period of time. Your teachers are going to arrange for mask breaks. We will give you opportunities to remove your masks for a very brief amount of time. Please make sure that you don't do that until you're under the leadership of your teacher with directions. It's very important that we protect each other as well as ourselves. You'll also have the opportunity to take your mask off or your face covering off at lunch, and that will be when you are seated and eating. And we'll talk more about those things at lunchtime, but face coverings are required. Just like our dress code policy, your face covering fits into that policy. So your face covering must be appropriate for school. You need to make sure that if you have a face covering that has drawings or words on it that would not be appropriate for school, that you don't wear it here. It needs to stay home. So the other change that we are experiencing this year, again, one of many, is that you will not have a locker assigned to you. You will be carrying your backpack with you to every class all day long. Guys, we want to make sure that you don't have the entire contents of your locker in that backpack. That's going to get too heavy. Your teachers will give you directions on textbooks and what you need to do with those specific textbooks for their classes. You will need to have paper, pencils, pens, calculators, any folders that you need for those classes that day, as well as your MacBook and your charger. And just like last year, your MacBook will need to be charged up when you come to school. Make sure that you're not carrying everything in your backpack each and every day. Again, your backpack's going to get too heavy. Teachers will give you directions on where they want your backpacks to be placed in their individual classrooms. Make sure that you listen and follow directions so that your teachers can give you the place where they want those to be. We don't want them to be a tripping hazard or become a problem. So, when you talk about problems, let's talk about technology problems because we're all going to experience them. Friends, it's your responsibility to put in a tech ticket with K 12 if something happens to your computer. That information can be found on the Mill Creek webpage, the district webpage, and I will share it often, not only on the building televisions, but on Twitter and on Instagram. Part of the responsibility of being a middle school student with technology is that you make sure you're taking care of it, you're treating it the way it should be, and you're reporting the technology issue if you happen to have one. And the last thing I want to address with you are water bottles. Because of COVID, we're changing our policy just a little. We are adding some additional water bottle filling stations within the building. You are asked and encouraged to bring a water bottle with you to drink each and every day. Teachers will give you an opportunity to fill those up in passing periods, but make sure that you have water in your water bottle. There should not be anything else, and that's outlined in our school handbook. Guys, there's so much information that we're going to be sharing with you the next couple of days, but the bottom line is simply this. We are so happy and excited to have you back in the building. This is the greatest time. It's been too long, and we're so excited to learn with you, alongside of you, and we know it's going to be a great year.
And I would add that you probably will have tons of questions. We have tons of questions, and we have to work through it, and we have to work together. So if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask your teacher. And if it's a simple question of, can I just take my mask off for a second? Ask, it's okay. Just ask us questions. We're here for you. That's the whole purpose. We're here for you, either in person or remotely. And also, I would remind all of you that remember to be Mustang citizens. Even though this is different and we're working through this together, I would ask and would expect that all of you try your hardest, be attentive in class, follow your teacher's directions, work hard on your homework, and do the best that we know you can. And that is being a Mustang citizen. So we're excited to have you back. We're excited to see all that you do again this year. And as Mrs. LeGlore always says, we're excited to tell your story because you guys mean so much to all of us, and we're so excited you're here. Have a great first day, and we will talk to you soon.